Welcome back, racers, to another video on Gran Turismo Sport, or if you are new, hello, and welcome to possibly one of the greatest Gran Turismo Sport videos you are ever going to see in your life. It has got penalties that, well, we kind of expect from Gran Turismo Sport now. It's got crashes, punts, retaliation, and of all, you've seen it in the title, and probably the thumbnail as well, it's got Momoz. It's got your boy Momoz, who is in second place at the top left of your screen as we start this first race. So just a little disclaimer, I have never had a run-in with Momoz myself. I've seen it happen. We've all seen it on Super GT's Momoz video, or here he is and his run-ins with the French driver. But me, personally, I haven't had any run-ins with him, so yes, I understand that he is a piece of shit driver, but he is actually quite fast. He's a fast driver. He just loses it when he's under pressure or receives little taps, as you are going to see in this video today. Or maybe he knows everyone is talking about him, and he knows and he loves being that villainous character. We don't know. He doesn't sort of make himself known on any of the social medias. But anyway, this race started off absolutely terribly because of a freaking Gran Turismo Sport bug. I've been playing this game for about a year and a half and I have not had this bug, so it's obviously something new with the most recent update. Now, some of you might know what I'm talking about. For those of you who don't know, I'm talking about the ABS glitch. Now, ABS is to help you brake in, and usually everyone has ABS set to default. When you turn it off, obviously your brakes can lock up when you go into heavy braking zones into corners. So just while I'm driving around here, just have a look at that little ABS sign in the bottom left. Usually it flashes red to white, red to white. But you can see that when I'm going into braking zones, heavy braking zones, it's just going red, which means that it's not working properly. So my wheels are locking up and I can't turn or maneuver the car the way I want to. And as I zoom in here, under the heavy braking, you can see the red ring around those front tyres. That means the tyres are just locking up and scrubbing. And if I was in a race where tyre wear was a thing, I'm not, because this is race B and there's no tyre wear, then that would be a serious issue, as the tyres would be scrubbing and losing a lot of life. So the way you get this glitch is if you don't leave the pits in the warm-up before the race. You know, you have a minute to get out, warm up when the race is sort of starting up. Go out, make sure you do that. Make sure you do it so you don't get given this glitch. So there you go, glitch acknowledged. Hopefully that'll help you out, and well, hopefully they'll fix it within the next patch, but you know, usually it takes them a while for them to fix anything. Anyway, the Frenchman up the inside of the Brit, or into the inside of the Brit, and he responds exactly the same. While these boys fight, we'll take that smoothly past the Frenchman there as they battle, and probably going to get another position here as well, as Jarno in front of us does need to serve that 0.5 second penalty. Look like GTS McQueen actually took out his fellow GTS driver behind us there. Bit of a civil war between those GTS drivers, but anyway, focus back on our race, and we go past Jarno up into 5th place, and we can see a little bit of a train forming behind Momoz, who's in 2nd right there. So 2nd, 3rd and 4th, all in view and just a couple of seconds up the road. So it does take a lap or so, but we do get up onto the back of them. As you know, when you fight, when you try and jostle with other cars, it does slow you down, so that does give us the opportunity to get back with them. We're now in the slipstream, which is fantastic. But here we go, the start of the downfall, the moment you have all been waiting for. There it is, 1, 2, Momoz clearing out 2 people. The Belgique driver in front actually able to hold it, and he is in 2nd position. I did think about going around the outside into the S's there of Momoz, but I thought, no, I'll be patient. I will use my brain for once and be a smart Gran Turismo Sport player. He's probably a little bit ragey from those incidents he's just had, so he wouldn't take kindly to another person yeeting it up the inside. So we will play it smart. We will sit behind. We've all heard the rumors of what he is like, so we're just going to play it smart and wait for an opening. Once again, could have thrown it up the inside coming into the chicane, but thought about it. No, just be smart. We'll wait for a clearer opportunity. And that opportunity does come. Jumping forward a couple of corners then and coming into the hairpin. Now there is a slight touch. There's a slight audio cue that suggests that our cars do touch. This is the only thing that he could have on me. I've done nothing else to him in this race. Anyway, regardless, back to the race. We do get a nice run out. We're on the outside. Not enough space. Tuck back into the racing line. Into the slipstream again. Can we go for a move into this left-hander? Look into the outside. Go into the inside. Can we get him on braking? No, we can't. Just file back into that racing line. Make sure we get a nice exit out of this right-hander onto the back straight so we can make a move down to the chicane. Now, going into the chicane, just watch how early he turns in. I'm going to go up the inside, but he turns in on me. I don't know why he hasn't gone defensive going into the final chicane on the final lap. He turns in once, he turns in twice, maybe looking for that contact penalty that makes him go off. He's done that before, making contact with drivers and then driving off to obviously make them get a penalty. Anyway, there's the first touch, and then there's the second. Unfreaking believable. Seriously, what have I ever done to him? And that's it. That is the type of player he is. As soon as something doesn't go his way, he seems to lash out and ruin other people's races. I didn't have this view of him before, but now I kind of do. I wanted to see if anything happened in the race that made him be so angry. And this was the only thing. There was a Constantina effect. The Spaniard went into the back of the Belgian player, who then hit Momoz, but nothing happened. He still kept his second place. Then coming out of the hairpin, we wanted to have another look at this. There is a slight touch from the skyline there that makes him get out of shape. But then he blocks him, drives into the Belgian driver on purpose, and then the bounce takes him over and takes out the Spaniard. Absolutely horrible driving. And then obviously, coming into here, look, he turns in once, he turns in twice, even though my car's there, drives across there, probably looking for that contact penalty, making contact with me, and then him going off, usually would give me a penalty, and then he hits me once, and then purposefully hits me, and nearly spins out himself. There is no reason for him to do that to me. He is just being a dick. So here we go then. Redemption. He is currently sitting in 4th position. We are starting in 7th. This is the next race. All I wanted to do was to beat him outright on pace. That is what I wanted to do. When we were in the live stream, I was like, no guys, I just want to beat him on pace, just so I know I can do it. Actually, I did it in the last race. He just, crashed me off the track. But I wanted to know if I could just beat him. I wanted to be that bigger guy and not stoop down to the punter's level. Did that happen? You're gonna find out. So I did lose a little bit of time to the drivers in front, but we managed to catch up by the end of the lap, and unfortunately I got a half-second penalty just for cutting that second apex of the chicane. But we are in the slipstream of the guys in front. Momoz has lost a position. He's gone from 4th down to 5th, and obviously on the back foot as well. Skyline in front of us just getting a little bit wobbly out of the final corner and going exceptionally defensive. What do you think about that move? He sort of moved at the latest point possible, and if I didn't move, I was going in the back of him. Anyway, that kind of messed up my braking, and obviously I went super friggin' deep, down to 9th place very, very briefly, but managing to take the position back off the German driver. Receiving a little punt in the booty there, but that was totally my fault. I broke too much and too early, so that was my fault. I hold my hands up to that, but no damage done. I'm still in 8th place. We do have that half-a-second penalty that we're going to have to get rid of coming up pretty soon, I believe. But it's a tall task to get back to Momoz, who's still sitting in 4th position. It is going to be an ask, but oh, we love an underdog story. So someone else serving a penalty. There we go. We serve our penalty. We go back down to 9th position, making this even harder to get back up to him. But I am determined, and I was fueled by the chat's rage in the live stream. They wanted me to get up to him and punt him so freaking bad, and I wanted to do that. I also wanted to be that bigger guy and just get past him, but let's see how we feel if we do get back up to him. Heavy in the braking, getting a nice slide through there, making sure we keep in the track limits, as that is a nice place to get penalty if you do run wide a little bit. Do not run wide on that corner either, because you will get sucked into that gravel, and that will ruin your run onto the back straight. Jumping forward once again, we are close up behind the German. As he comes out, he gets a little bit loose on the AstroTurf. Little slide, no contact, Hands up, I didn't touch him, and we are up into 8th position once again behind the ERT driver in front of us. A little bit wiggly coming out of there. Well kept, James. Thank you, James. And now we go about closing that gap to the Spaniard in front of us. Once again, we see Momoz being the cork in this train in front of us. Cork in the bottle? Cork in the train. One of the two. He is at the front of this pack, and it does seem to be like that. He seems like he can do some fast laps. He can set some really fast lap times, but it does seem like his racecraft absolutely destroys him. And obviously, this is what he's known for. He's known for making these bloopers in races. I really wonder if he loves being that villain. Do you think he even knows about his infamy? Let me know in the comments section below. Anyway, the Spaniard, little bit slidey, a little bit of a lock up there as well. He might be dealing with that ABS glitch. I did look at that incident, that car going off to the side there. Was it Skyline again, maybe? The Belgian driver? There was a bit of contact between him and Momoz. Momoz came off from the side of the track into him, and he went off the track, so maybe there should have been a penalty there. Anyway, 2x2 going into the chicane. Can we be clean? Yes, this is how you give space. Well done, guys. Well done to the Spaniard, who gave me a lot of space, and that's really respectful driving. Usually, Spaniards don't get that kind of love, and, you know, well done. Well done to the ERT driver there. We got through that nice and cleanly. Momo's going very slow on the apex of the last corner there, and coming into turn number 1, T1, you're going to see one of the most ridiculous penalties I think I'm ever going to see on this game. Are you watching? Are you watching? Are you watching? There it is, a 7-second penalty. For what? And then Momoz goes into the side of the British driver there. 7-second penalty, and he loses the position. Let's have a look at this. Please let me know what you think to this in the comments section below. All I can see there is a slight audio cue coming into the braking zone where they make contact. What? Why is that 7 seconds though? And then obviously Momoz goes into the side of him. But that's beside the point. What the hell is that 7-second penalty for? Let me know in the comments section below. Okay, just get into my mind now. Getting to what I'm feeling. It's final lap. Momoz is in front of us. The car who hit us off in the previous race. I've also just seen that bullshit 7-second penalty to a fellow Brit. And obviously I'm going to point fingers at Momoz for some reason. Not only this, I've also got my live stream chat going, hunt this dick, hunt this bastard, get him off of the track, and I obliged. There he goes, boys, there he goes. He is gone, and we'll just run this out nice and quickly all the way to the final line where we take that 4th position and redemption is at hand. Now, does this make me even? The next time we come across Momoz, am I going to punt him? No. We're even. We are done. But you can tell that he has this following of like hatred towards him. And I don't know why he does it. He's fast enough to just be his own person and probably do really well, whether it's in FIAs or daily races, whatever he wants to do. Once again here, he cuts across the German. This is just, I'm just watching him back. And he gets punted. He goes off. He hits the wall. And he gets a 5-second penalty. I absolutely lost my shit when I was watching this back. But the thing is, he deserves it. He deserves being treated like this because he's an instigator. Now, I'm not saying that I was in the right for punting him, but he needs to know that he is doing really bad things, and surely he does. You're going to see something right now that leads me to think that he doesn't know what he is doing. Look at the way he comments in the post-lobby chat after this race. Now remember, he punted me off on purpose the race before. Just remember that and watch this.
He's typing. Are you serious? Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes. He says, are you serious? Oh my god. Oh my god.
So there we go. Who bloody knows what is going through that man's mind? But let me know what you think in the comments section below. we've had our Momoz moment, boys. And for some reason, I don't think that is going to be the last we see of him. So let me know any of your thoughts in the comments section below, whether it's about the penalty system, Momoz, or just the general state of Gran Turismo Sport. Thank you so much for watching, liking, and subscribing. If you did like it, obviously hit that like button. And if you are new, subscribe as well for more content like this. Thank you to the channel members for doing what you do, and we'll see you in the next one.